Fun. You don't need me. You got your little book and all of its info.
Ayumu! I'm leaving for work, Ayumu. Lock the door behind me.
Cool.
Going to work on a Sunday? I thought everyone was off today. Maybe for those who don't have cases piling up at their desk. You two have fun. Okay. You too. Sure, like that'll happen. Wow. Your sister-in-law is such a modern woman.
You think so? All I ever see her do is work. And she doesn't act very ladylike.
You don't get it. We've entered a time when women can be strong. Finally, it's okay for a woman to bring home the bacon. Oh, I want to be just like her, fearless in the face of this man's world.
Whatever. Just try not to be too much like her. You're fine the way you are. Never mind. Let's get started.
Okay. If I'm not missing anything, the first incident we know of was 2 years ago when your brother Kiyotaka disappeared.
I'm going to pursue the mystery of the Blade Children until I can touch with my own 2 hands the unseen truth out there that will not return. Please tell Madoka.
And with those words, your brother vanished, leaving no other evidence behind. A couple of years passed, and you began your freshman year at Tsukiyomi Academy.
And it was then that the first incident occurred. The attempted murder of Sayoko Shiranagatani.
Oh no, are you okay? Come on, young lady, say something.
Hello? Talk about dangerous. Guardrail's missing.
Did you do this? Did you push her off there?
After the suspicion was placed on you, you focused on finding the real culprit. Then, with your unrivaled skills at deduction, you revealed the truth behind Sayoko's fall.
Well, I couldn't have done it without your help. The melody of logic always plays the notes of truth, Professor. That's right. The person who did all this... It was you.
Well, right after that, Sonobe ran, but he didn't get too far before he was attacked himself.
We know that every incident has something to do with these Blade Children. It wasn't until later that we learned Sayoko is one of them.
From then on, the Blade Children began to stir things up with one horrifying event after another. It began with Kosuke Yasuzuki and Ryo Takeuchi. So you...
Killed Sonobe.
Sonobe had been shadowing us for quite some time now. He wanted to kill us all.
Wait, you mean you're...
My name is Kosuke Yasuzuki. And yes, I am one of the Blade Children.
You're determined to stand in our way no matter what, Mr. Misato.
You're a...
Member of the Blade Children, Ryo Takeuchi.
What do you want from me?
Simple. I have to be sure you won't tell Ayumu Narumi what you know about the Blade Children.
Don't you think that's a little unfair to him?
Do you actually believe that fate is fair? If it was, then I wonder if the Blade Children ever would have been born at all.
I won't stand by and let you kill Ayumu. I would gladly give my life to stop you Blade Children.
Well, if that's the way you want it, then that's the way you'll get it. Mr. Misato? Goodbye. I'm thirsty. Do you have anything to drink?
Yeah, sure.
A gentleman would get it for me.
Your Highness?
Wow, hot cocoa! The perfect little pick-me-up for such a cold winter's day! Delicious! Ayumu, you're amazing! This cocoa tastes like a cup of happiness that you brought from some faraway tropical land! It's so good, it makes me want to sing! Outside the window, kira 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 ki, a shooting star streaks, kira 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 ki.
Okay, enough. Can we just continue?
Oh, fine. At this point in the story, we move to your life or death struggle with Ryo Takeuchi. Is there something we can do for you? Well, you see, I just found this stuffed animal downstairs in the school cafeteria. It had this note stuck to its head. Don't tell me there's a bomb in there!
I know you're one of the Blade Children. You won't get away.
I should have expected this from Kiyotaka's younger brother, but I am impressed you discovered I'm one of the Blade Children. However, if we keep butting our heads like this as equally matched opponents, I don't think we'll ever see this thing through to the end. Okay, Kosuke!
This is one messed up situation. Are you sure you want to go through with it?
I've always known that it would come down to something like this. So, the time has now come to begin our final game.
You wouldn't take that chance. These glasses are only sugar water. impossible. The tongue-piercing bitterness. Strychnine.
That's just what I expected. You talk big, but when it came down to it, you hardly touched the glass to your lips before you gave way to caution. You didn't drink nearly enough to kill yourself. That's no way to go about changing your fate. You believe me now? I promised a fair game.
She really is willing to risk everything.
Killing Imizado was easy, and killing you will be easier. Before you knew it, you were eyebrow deep in the mystery of the Blade Children. As far as we know, your brother might have fallen into the mystery in the same kind of way. By accident.
Dragged in would be more precise.
We still don't know the secret behind what the Blade Children are, and why they continue to cause so many problems all the time.
Nor do we know the identities of the hunters who target them.
The biggest mystery, the one we have no leads on, is why all of them seem to attach so much importance to you. I'm hungry. Can we stop for lunch now?
Sure, why not?
You're such a good cook. Will you make it for me?
And what would you like to eat?
Curry!
Yes, Your Highness.
Oh, I'm so bored. I can't believe that I got a day off and I can't even go anywhere.
But I'm here. Doesn't that make it any better?
I'd rather lose a kidney.
What are you so pissy about?
I'm annoyed by guys who show up to my hospital bed with no presents and then lounge around like they own the place.
Sorry, Princess.
If Ice were here, he would have brought me a present. Something melony.
The tin with the melon? No way I could afford such an expensive gift.
You're such a cheapskate, Ghostgate. Let's go home!
Have you completely lost your edge? What happened to you? Hard to believe you're the same person who risked your life in that battle with little Narumi.
Will you accept my challenge or run away? Which is it?
Fine, I accept. But you'll regret this attitude put on you've got.
Try and make me.
The object of this game is to get both the tape and you, which are located in different parts of town. But there are no complicated rules.
What is it for?
It disarms a bomb that's been placed in a certain location.
What is this certain location?
Around little Narumi's neck.
It may be small, but it's powerful enough to blow your head clean off. And let the game begin.
It's all over if you're caught, so keep away from them until I get the tape. If you're near Shumari Station, then get on a train.
A train?
The safest place for you right now is on a moving train. They gave you a bit of a head start, right?
Yeah?
You don't have to worry about getting caught now.
I can tell what he's thinking for the most part. So listen, he'll put himself at risk somehow and wait until the last half to get the key.
Right.
You go straight for that tape, Cousin.
So sorry, little Narumi. The tape is mine. What the hell?
Oh, sorry about that. Guess I forgot to mention I sent a bunch of dummy tapes to confuse you. Pretty sweet, huh?
You serious? He's trying to act innocent, but he's cooking up something here.
You shouldn't let your guard down. See ya.
Huh?
There's something you wish to find. This, right?
So you brought it. Thanks a bunch.
I absolutely will not press it for you. You are going to die.
No. I absolutely will not die. Kerosene. If the bomb explodes, I'm gonna burn up pretty good. As will this. You won't be fully satisfied unless you have my head as well as the tape, and I know how bad you need it. So unless you press that disarm button, you will die.
You're right, assuming it is filled with kerosene. I replaced the kerosene with water. Now all you have for yourself is death.
You can have it if you want. It's a dummy. The real one's still in the mailbox at my apartment. All I did was show Asazuki one of the dummy tapes, and he was fooled. Even you were tricked into thinking it was the real thing. How disappointing. Let us welcome the moment of truth together.
7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No way. What dumb luck. Stay back! Just as I thought. You set your watch 2 minutes ahead. Confuse me while you still have some time to spare, trying to paralyze my sense of time. It was a well-thought-out plan, though not completely unexpected from the little brother of Kiyotaka. Looks like I'm victorious. I have won. I saw through you and won!
All I can do now is pray. I beseech you, O Lord, hear my prayer. Save this pitiful sinner.
There's no such thing as God.
Are you so sure? Look, my goddess has arrived. My prayers have been answered.
Ayumu, here!
Hallelujah.
You lost, but I have to say you fought rather well. For someone with life-threatening injuries, anyway. You're a real piece of work, Rio.
So was the winner of the fight.
In terms of actual skill, I lost. I was just lucky.
That's not true.
I know myself well enough. I always run around doing things randomly, never thinking of the consequences I may incur. It's only after the fact that I actually rack my brain and make sense of what's happened. Hindsight is 20/20.
It wasn't just luck. Ayumu, please, don't deny that courage.
Maybe you're right. But my brother wouldn't tremble like me.
If anyone is capable of going where Kiyotaka couldn't, it's him. Our fate may change after all.
Rutherford.
Eyes, it's you!
Last time I checked, dear, I was nearby and thought I'd bring a gift.
You didn't.
Oh, you did! It's...
Anyone for some dried fish?
Huh?
And then there's Eyes Rutherford. I would never have guessed that he was one of the Blade children as well. Come to think of it, it was kind of strange how he first tried to meet you.
I have a demand. Somebody bring to me the younger brother of Kiyotaka Narumi. Play for me.
What do you mean?
I want to hear you play the piano. I'm very curious to see if the Narumi namesake can live up to the myths that seem to surround you.
Sorry to disappoint you. They gave it the piano years ago.
What are you so afraid? Is the recognition that you're no comparison to your brother that frightening to you? You've been blessed with a gift, but you must be aware that your skills are at best an imitation of Kiyotaka's. You don't even begin to compare to the original. You're merely a cheap recreation of one of the greatest talents to ever live. Ayumu Narumi, you will forever be a loser.
I can't believe you're actually eating dried fish. What are you, a cat?
Yeah, I'm a cat and I'm gonna scratch your eyes out!
Oh, I get it. Those must be melon-flavored dried fish.
Kanon.
Eyes, you're simply too nice. So you should cry. Even if you are one of the Blade children, you don't want to lose what's important to you. Annihilation is our destiny. We Blade children are children who must not live.
Don't be caught by the darkness, Kanon. The darkness of your own heart.
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I'm so full I could just pop.
5 bowls would make anybody pop.
You're still just gonna sit there and sip tea?
Yeah, we tend to eat dinner pretty late around here.
Oh, it's late. I gotta go.
Want me to walk you home?
No thanks, I can handle myself. I'll see you at school first thing tomorrow.
Sure. Be careful.
I always am. Really pissing me off.
Sorry, jeez.
Not you.
Who then?
The old man.
I'm talking about our commissioner, not that dancing drunken idiot behind us, you moron!
Oh, right.
Of course you did, detective. He keeps starting arguments with me for no reason, like he's trying to get me booted, you know? Of course, it's always news to me. If he's got a problem with me, why can't he just tell me? That way we can fix it. Are you making fun of me? Record and go on to compete in the Olympics!
You know, you guys should stop sucking up and spend a little more time practicing yourselves.
We're serious. What about those college scouts? They're here to see you.
I won't be going to college. Huh? I'm gonna run a quick lap.
By yourself?
Really? Now, why would you say something like that? Is there some kind of problem with me getting up by myself?
Sort of. It's just that it takes me twice as long to cook the rice these days. That new gas cooker is slower than the electric.
I guess that explains why your rice has been so fluffy lately.
Ah, geez, what am I going to do with you? This plus your new habit of coming home from work early messes me up. Preparation time is an important part of the cooking process.
Oh, so then it's my fault, is it? Ayumu, I have something important that I need to discuss with you.
What?
Well, you know there have been a lot of weird things going on up at your school, and I really need for you to stop poking your nose into them. These incidents are police business, understand?
I hear you. I'll stay out of your investigation.
Good, thank you.
You mean to tell me that you wouldn't care if the police found out that your brother was an accomplice to known fugitives?
She can't know the truth. She can never know.
Outside the window, kira 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 ki, a shooting star streaks.
Again with the weird song. Hey,
What's up?
why do you keep following me around?
Well, that should be obvious. Strange things happen wherever you go.
This isn't a game.
Wait for me, Ayumu. Oh! Warn a girl when you stop like that. Huh? Ryoko Takamachi. Sophomore track star, won the district tournament 2 years in a row. She's fast.
What is it they're doing?
Oh, it's a game. The jocks play it all the time. One person throws a rubber ball at the other person. If the ball hits, the thrower wins. But if it misses, well, you get the idea. And the loser has to buy the other one a juice. You get 3 balls to throw, so you gotta be good. You march off 25 feet or so and have at it. You can throw the ball however you want, but the throw doesn't count if the ball bounces off the ground before it hits the dodger. Kinetic vision, sharp reflexes, and explosive muscle power decide the game's outcome. It's quite an adrenaline rush for both of the competitors involved. You know, this match is kind of a big deal. The guy throwing is the baseball team's star pitcher. Amazing. She's not the 2-year reigning champion for nothing. Those quick reflexes of hers are out of this world, you know?
Yeah, but there's a lot more to winning that game than just fast reflexes. It appears the true nature of the game lies elsewhere.
No way, Ryoko. That's not true. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone at school who could beat you. I told you anyone can if they practice hard enough. Do you think so? Well, hey, we gotta get going, okay? Okay, then. You two take care. We will. Bye.
Seems you've become quite the young track star, Ryoko.
Rutherford, what do you want? I thought I told you I never wanted to see your face again.
I need your special skills. Assist me.
I've already told you. I want no part of it. Just leave me alone and I'll stay out of your business.
Before long, even more dangerous hunters will appear. In order to resist their advance, I need your skills. You must accept your role as one of the Blade Children.
You actually think I care what happens to you or any of the Blade Children? Ice, you know I can't forgive you for what you did. It's all your fault. You turned him into a murderer.
All of the Blade Children live with blood-soaked hands. It is our destiny. As is our inability to dream of the future, no matter how fast you can run.
I guess you won't take no for an answer. The game will decide. know how much I hate having to use my head, so I thought I'd pick a game that would test our motor skills, something a little more up my alley.
It's a rather simple game, though. I guess that's what makes it so interesting.
It's definitely not a game for piano players like you with delicate little fingers, so I guess you're just gonna have to rise to the occasion. Just so you know, I'm undefeated at this game. Not even the baseball team's best pitcher has been able to beat me.
He probably doesn't understand the true nature of this contest.
Oh? And I'm supposed to believe you actually do?
This is not a simple game of throwing and dodging. Rather, it requires strategy and judgment, much like a game of chess. I'm not much for schoolyard games, but I do know how to set up a checkmate. You hit the bullseye every time, Canon.
That's because it's a fixed target. With enough practice, I could do it blindfolded.
At your skill level, how hard is it to hit moving targets?
It's terribly difficult. When dealing with moving targets, everything's different. The way you aim, the way you throw. It's hard even for the best snipers with high-powered scopes and rifles. When I was a child, my mother often took me rabbit hunting. A wild rabbit not 5 yards away can escape if it's running. And forget about ever hitting a bird. Remember these words, Eyes. You will never stop a moving target simply because you have had the most practice or because you have the best equipment. You must read the target's thoughts and then lay a trap. Strategy is the key, like a game of chess. To put it another way, you can still hit a target even if you lack the special tools or the fancy techniques. Of course, a little bit of practice every now and then doesn't hurt.
Canon, you taught me so much so long ago. My strategy against this moving target will not fail. I'm not really hungry.
Don't worry, snacks don't fill you up. By the way, what do you mean when you said that game had little to do with speed?
More game.
Yeah, that game Ryoko was playing earlier.
Oh, that. At first glance, it looks like a test of motor skills, but that's not all it is. The game uses those light rubber balls, so not even the best pitcher could throw a fastball. A curveball would be easy to throw, but way too simple for an athlete of Ryoko's caliber to anticipate and dodge.
Oh, so if you just try to hit the person with every throw, they'll dodge it every time.
If you use the first 2 balls to knock your opponent off balance, you can immobilize him, and then use the third and final ball to strike. Strategy and judgment are the keys to winning, not speed.
I see. So, Ayumu, if it was you trying to take Ryoko down, how would you go about it?
Good question.
Okay, Rutherford, what is it you think you know about the nature of this game? Come on, Eyes. I'm ready for you.
Ryoko, allow me to say something first. I will not resort to simply assaulting your composure with the first 2 throws, only to finish you off with the third. My prediction. The first ball. This first ball will be the one to hit you.
He's bluffing. He's trying to psych me out.
Shall we begin the game, then?
Rutherford's got nerves of steel. I have to stay focused. If I let him get to me, he'll beat me for sure. Just stay calm and watch his every move. He said he'll get me with the first ball. That's impossible. What's he up to? What's his strategy gonna be? I wonder if... That's it!
Oh, yummy!
You can eat.
Don't worry, potatoes don't fill you up. So, what's your answer?
Oh, yeah, well, first off, I would announce that I was going to knock her out with the first ball.
What? How is that going to do you any good?
Just listen. My opponent would instinctively become fixated on the first ball and focus in on it. I would then throw that first ball straight up into the air. Of course, the dodger would naturally watch it as it goes up, right?
Yeah, I guess.
While she's watching the first ball, I tag her with the remaining 2. And even if I miss, I catch the first ball and have another shot. The rules say you can use it as long as it doesn't hit the ground first, like having a 4th ball to finish her off.
Oh.
If he's smart, he'll throw the first ball straight up to distract me, then get me with the other 2 balls while I'm looking up.
first fall will be both a decoy and a weapon. It's a pretty good plan and follows exactly what he predicted. He'll be taking me down with the first ball he throws, but he'll have to be really quick and time it perfectly. It helps that he plays piano so well. He's ambidextrous. It's a great strategy, but it's not gonna work. Bring it on, Rutherford. I can take anything you dish out.
Can you now? Today, Ryoko, your luck runs out.
Just like I thought, a decoy.
Very good. You stayed perfectly focused and didn't let it distract you.
You underestimate me, Eyes. I could see right through your little trick.
No. You underestimate me. By the way, that's checkmate, Ryoko. Just as I predicted. The first ball I threw was the one that got you.
He didn't throw it straight up. He threw it at an angle so it would come down and hit me. There's no way you could have thrown it that well. You're no athlete, you're a musician, and you've never even played this game before. He's known my every move from the beginning. He knew there was no way I would join forces with him. He knew I would challenge him to a match in order to get rid of him. I was undefeated at this game until now. He must have been following me and watching me compete at school. He totally set me up. He watched the way I played the game, so he knew exactly how to manipulate me. I was sure I had a strategy figured out, so I held my ground and didn't move. I didn't let the first ball distract me. That changed me from a moving target to a fixed target, and an easy strike from Rutherford. I couldn't move. Checkmate.
I'll contact you later with my instructions. Be available.
Wait a minute. I made a promise, so I will help you. But I absolutely refuse to kill anyone for you. I will not kill. Even if it's a hunter, I'd choose being killed over killing someone else.
I know. And that's precisely why I need you. I'm counting on you, Ryoko.
Did you strain your delicate little piano-playing fingers practicing your throws? You're like a swan, Rutherford. Beneath the water, you're kicking desperately to keep going. But no one watching you would ever guess it.
You know, Ayumu, I always learn a lot when I'm around you.
Don't make a fuss about it.
Oh.
I just can't believe that you haven't stopped eating yet.
Well, thanks, Ayumu. Walk me home again sometime, okay?
Okay.
See you tomorrow!
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Don't worry. As of tomorrow, good things will start happening to you.
Ayumu! Ayumu! Hey, Ayumu!
I can hear you just fine.
But you won't believe it! There's a new sophomore transfer student!
A transfer student? So, big deal. It happens all the time.
That's just it! This is really bad! We have got to do something!
Hmm?
What's up? Long time no see.
What? What are...
And I really need for you to stop poking your nose into them. These incidents are police business.
I can't allow Madoka to get any further involved with the Blade children, or my brother. She's just gonna get hurt again. Yet she continues, and keeps glaring at me from the shadows.
Ayumu! 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 I'm glad I finally found you. This is bad, really bad.
Please try and keep it down, or you'll spoil my lunch.
That wouldn't happen to be another super fancy box lunch. That would be a waste to eat by yourself, would it? You shouldn't have. Look, this isn't a good time to be goofing around, Ayumu. This is terrible news we have here. A new second-year transfer student arrived.
Come to think of it, you said that this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, but this guy is really bad news.
I don't see what the big deal is about some new guy. Suzuki?
Yo.
What do you think you're doing here?
What, can't you tell? Starting today, I'm a student at Tsukiyomi Academy.
It's true! Kosuke's the new guy I was talking about!
Hey,
Yes?
I was under the impression that our friend here disappeared from middle school. So where could he have transferred from?
I think he must be a fraud because he got a surprisingly good score on the entrance exam.
Look, I took that exam fair and square. Little Narumi, this means starting today I'm a senior student to you in the academy. So from now on you will address me as Mr. Asazuki.
Go to hell.
Ayumu would never do that. I'm a senior student to him and I work for the paper, and he's never once had the common courtesy to call me Miss Uezaki. He just always says hey, or you, or yo.
Look, that's neither here nor there. Asazuki, what have you got up your sleeve? I highly doubt you transferred here to further your education.
No, don't tell me.
I know why. There's someone at this academy that you want dead.
Oh, perhaps. I could take care of a person or two.
You won't be causing any trouble on your first day, Kosuke. You got that?
Ryoko, now it looks like you're trying to kill me!
Right, as if you'd die so easily. Now get up, tough guy.
Cheap shot. Blind kicker out of nowhere.
You're a man, aren't you? Stop complaining like a baby and go buy me some bread before lunch ends.
Bread?
It's what I eat to watch my girlish figure. Now hop to it.
Hold on. Why should I?
Just go get it. Now! Sorry about that. I'll put a collar around Kosuke so you won't have to watch your back all the time.
Nah, don't tell me you're a...
Sure am. I'm one of the Blade children, Ryoko Takamachi. I've heard a lot about you two, and I'd suggest you try keeping a low profile for a little while.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you should have fun while you still can. It's been real nice talking to you. See ya.
Fiona, do you have any idea what they could be cooking up?
Got me.
Here.
Huh?
I bought you some bread.
That's a good boy. I've heard the rumors. So that's Kiyotaka's little brother, huh?
Yeah, pretty charming for the bastard's brogue, don't you think?
I guess so. And people like him usually tend to keep something mysterious living at the bottom of their hearts.
Ryoko?
Hmm?
I'm sorry for getting you involved. I know you probably won't believe me, but you're the last person I ever intended to get caught up in this mess.
Kosuke, have you gotten taller?
Huh?
You've grown, haven't you? And just a while ago, I was much taller. You've been watching your calcium intake, huh? That's a rude gesture even for you, Kosuke. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
You haven't changed a bit, Ryoko.
Annihilation is our destiny. We Blade children are children who must not live.
Must not live. If that's true, Kanun, then why were we born in the first place? Inspector Narumi,
Oh, hello, Commissioner.
may I have a word with you? It'll only take a moment.
Sure.
Let's do the next sentence structure now. Not only you, but he is right. Notice the placement of the comma in this one. Not only A, but B.
The nerve of that girl.
This will be on the next test as well as the final exam, so be sure to study it. So, the example sentence would translate as...
She
who
stole
sits
yet
in mud
another
gets
lunch
dirty.
from me.
This is an important
Unbelievable.
sentence structure, so expect it to be on the test as well. Actually, everything we go over today.
Hello? Rio? Rio? Oh, it's just Hiono.
Oh, there you are. What were you doing underneath the bed? Wait, you were playing hide and seek all by yourself, right?
No, you can't play hide and seek with only one person. That's strange. I could have sworn I smelled bloodlust from behind the door. Huh? What are you doing here, Hiono? Aren't you skipping class?
Ta-da! It's
It's one of Ayumu's box lunches. They're so fantastic and filling that it's a waste to eat them by myself, so I thought I'd bring one by here. Figured we could share it. Delicious! I want to marry him. Those aren't the normal doctors. What's happening? No, I let my guard down. These aren't doctors. They're hunters.
Something is beginning. But what? Guess my only choice is to just ask her.
Hey, Rio, we're coming in. I hear you're still as short as I remember.
Rio, where could she have gone?
Did Rio mention anything? About a room change, maybe, or a checkup in another part of the hospital?
Both of those seem unlikely.
What does that mean, little Narumi?
You mean you can't tell? Judging by the circumstances, there's a high probability she was taken.
Very soon, even more dangerous hunters will be tracking us.
So the hunters that Rutherford talked about
Finally showed up.
Were these your hunters? I'll take those looks as a yes.
This is none of your business. Get lost.
Take my advice. You'd best stay out of this.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to sit this one out, if I could. But I can't. The fact that this food is here means that Hiono was here as well. So like it or not, this is my business.
We've been captured, Rio. Thanks to you. You know, now that I think of it, the air in the room did feel a bit tense and gloomy. I still can't believe I let my guard down. You almost boxed lunch. I only got to taste one bite of it, and I worked so hard to steal it from him. Hey, Hiono, what information were you looking to get from me today? What do you mean? I doubt your only reason for seeing me today was to bring lunch, right? Well, I have been thinking a lot about the Blade Children, and it seems to me you've all been acting strangely frantic lately. I have a mountain of questions that I'd really like to ask you, but I can't take notes with my hands tied like this, so I'll save them for another time. Hey, Rio, where are we anyway? Well, if I had to guess, I would say it's an abandoned hotel.
It's a term we use for everyone who's been hostile to us and our cause. Anyone who's tried to hunt, maim, or kill the Blade Children.
So you call all your enemies the Hunters. So basically, we should expect more of these hunters in the near future.
Kosuke, where's Rutherford?
He left for LA this morning.
Just our luck at a time like this.
We'll be out of contact for a while. Take care of Rio.
Damn it. I won't allow Rio to be hunted. What's this?
The two you want are in the excellent hotel. Rescue them by midnight or they'll be blown to pieces.
It's from the hunters.
7 hours left.
7 hours?
Excellent hotel. It's abandoned on the outskirts of town.
It's starting to get dark outside. Rio, what's wrong? Are you okay? That sounded painful. I'm fine. It doesn't hurt that much. You certainly don't sound fine to me. I think we should ask our kidnappers to get a doctor here right away. That would be pointless.
No, it wouldn't. As kidnappers, it's their duty to treat their hostages with the utmost care. Plus, you're already injured. They have to treat you.
Why would they help me when they want me dead?
Battle of the cursed children. It will continue forever until one finally dies out.
Our fight is not nearly so clean and simple as that.
Kill or be killed. That's every single day for us.
But to run away from my challenge, isn't that really the same as death? A terrible fate awaits you and will simply snatch away that which you desire, and all you hold dear as it slays your spirit and mind.
We die when we turn our backs on our own fate.
If do want you dead, then I don't understand why they're even bothering with tying us up here like this. It just doesn't seem necessary to bring us here. If they wanted, it would have been easier to dispose of us back at the hospital, right? But for some reason, they didn't.
Then maybe they do have a reason to keep me alive.
No sneaking in from the back. There are mines buried all over the perimeter.
Mines?
All of the first floor doors we could sneak through are locked. They're also rigged with explosives. The instant we open one, we go boom. The same thing goes for all of the windows. Looks like the only safe way to enter is through the front door.
In other words, come through the front door fair and square. Oh, thank goodness the lights are on. At least now we know the power's working in this awful place.
This is a trap.
A trap?
I see what the hunters were up to now. They weren't just after me. They're planning to round us all up in one big hall.
Well, looks like they've been expecting us, huh? Fine with me, hunters. You're on.
I have no problem accepting their challenge, but there's no question they have traps waiting for us. We must proceed with caution.
The game finally begins.
Are they trying to lure us?
Lure us to the phone? Give me a break.
Just answer it, will you? Rio, what do you think we should do?
Nothing. You're only here with me because the hunters weren't expecting you.
The hostages are on the top floor.
The top floor?
Too bad.
Hey, wait. What do you mean by too bad? Damn.
Do you guys hear that?
I do. It sounds like a time bomb to me. Our only choice is to go up. Let's go.
You're kidding.
Just move!
Little Narumi probably won't stand idly by once he learns that you've been caught up in this mess.
Well, then that's good. I haven't been entirely useless. Will you just hear me out?
I'm all ears.
It's about the old man.
You mean Commissioner Kanzaka?
I worked my butt off doing my...
I guess there's no turning back now.
It might be better for us to jump down rather than continue on ahead. Those are mines.
Oh, man. Someone's having a little fun with us.
Narumi's younger brother. I don't know if it's goodwill or pity, but conspiring with those demons makes him no different from them. If he too must die, then so be it.
This sucks. They have traps set up everywhere we go.
Looks like everything is going the way they expected.
No luck here. Every other path has been completely demolished or made impassable.
And the power to the elevators has been cut as well.
Jeez, it's just like the hunter that went after Ice the other day. They're doing everything in their power to match wits with us.
Perhaps someone is testing you right now. Just like you tested me before.
All right. So it looks like this entire building is covered with booby traps.
And it appears the only parts of the building with power are the lights, the phones, and a security system.
Security system?
Surveillance cameras. Remember the lights came on right before we entered the lobby? The hunters must be watching us from somewhere.
Which means there's at least one enemy in the security room, wherever that may be. It'll be really hard to make any moves without them watching us. Maybe we should take care of them first.
Not a good idea. I doubt they'll go down without a fight. It'd just be a waste of time.
What do you mean a waste of time? They know exactly where we are at all times. It's game over once they detonate a trap we get too close to.
No, it's not. Not if it's done with wires like we saw earlier.
No service.
If I can't get a signal in here, then the walkie-talkies you brought are probably unusable too.
You're right. Electronic jamming?
Yep. They've covered all their bases. But that means they can't use wireless communication either.
Then they're probably monitoring the phones, so let's avoid them too.
Good idea. So what do we do now? If we as much as graze one of those wires, those Claymore mines will explode and turn us into mincemeat.
The space between each wire is only 6 inches on each side and about 8 inches off the ground. It would be way too difficult to walk on foot, even on our tiptoes. Our only option is to get across this hallway. How? What's he doing?
If you're done chatting, I could use a hand over here.
Sure, of course.
Hold on, Ryoko. We shouldn't have to help him. Let him do it himself.
If you've got any bright ideas of your own, I'm all about hearing them. If not, then shut up and get to work.
Do you honestly expect me to listen to you with no explanation whatsoever?
Got any experience walking on these?
What are they up to?
I seriously can't believe you're making me do this.
You seem like the best candidate with all that pent-up energy.
I really shouldn't be doing anything this dangerous. I suck at physical stuff.
Come on, you're more than halfway there.
You're a bastard. That was close. Wait. Anytime.
He may be a child, but he is certainly resourceful. He is Kiyotaka Narumi's younger brother.
All right, we'll have to hoof it up the emergency stairs from here. Left or right? What should we take? Are you sure? What's the easiest place in the room to set up a booby trap?
Well, a door.
Then why on earth would you choose a door that's closed?
There's a good chance that both staircases have booby traps in them, and if that's the case, then the trap you can best anticipate is the easiest to deal with.
Then we take the door.
If they're trying to test us, they're about 10 years behind the curve.
Hang in there, Rio. Ayumu and the others will be here soon to rescue us. We can't just sit here while they fight to save us. We have to find a way out of these chairs so we can help them. Sounds like a good plan to me. But we have to hurry.
The intruders have entered the north side emergency stairway.
Give them some light.
Bastards. They're leading us on. How many stories was this building again? And we have to climb the whole way up? This sucks.
Stop complaining. I know I'm in good enough physical condition to do this, but I'm worried about you two.
Well, Ryoko, it seems there's no reason to worry just yet.
What the?
I guess we don't have a choice. Looks like they want us on the 5th floor.
How kind of them to leave the door open for us.
Are you sure you want to give up on these stairs? There may be a way up.
How would you suggest we do that when the staircase is totally collapsed?
So you would prefer to just walk head first into another trap?
We've been in a trap since the moment we entered this building. No harm accepting one more invitation.
Hey, you're the one who said not to rush ahead. Whatever, you're all the same.
I'm home. Ayumu? Why is it so here. Could you get me some water, please? I'm really parched. Hey, Yumo? What, are you sleeping or something? Ugh, fine, I'll get it myself. Jeez.
Madoka, I've gone to a friend's house. There's some stew in the pot if you want to eat. Help yourself.
He lied. He lied to me again.
Come on, I'm getting sick of all these games.
It looks like we can't force an explosion like we did with the one on the door.
Nope. See all these containers on either side of us? I don't know exactly how much explosives are inside of them, but the entire floor would probably collapse if they went off.
Thing is, we can't go any further without somehow clearing this since the stairs are on the other side. Right, little Narumi? These guys sure have a lot of time on their hands.
It's about 5 feet, 7 inches off the ground. It's not too high. I could easily jump right over it.
Forget about it. We still have a ways to go before we find the girls. What good would wasting your strength now do?
That's beside the point. You wouldn't be able to make it through anyways. The space between the top of the net and the ceiling is too suspicious. Just take a look for yourself.
Lasers.
Yeah, try to go over the net and you'll trip the lasers, which will cause an explosion big enough to kill us all.
That's pretty sneaky.
Does that mean our only option is to disarm the bombs?
We have neither the time nor the tools.
Then what do you suggest?
Since we can't go over, we'll have to go under. It's easier than it looks.
Under?
Tell me, do you notice anything peculiar about this room?
It's a conference room.
It would have been a pretty sweet one if they ever finished it.
The reason it was never finished is because construction was halted when the tech industry bubble collapsed.
Yeah, so? What's your point?
My point is that it was planned to be a state-of-the-art intelligent building.
Hey, what's this? How in the world did you know there was a wiring shaft beneath the floor?
No big deal. All these high-tech buildings are the same on the inside.
Hey, let's get a move on.
Yeah.
No.
Huh?
I don't think it's necessary to play around with these guys anymore.
What are you talking about?
Ahead of us is probably no different. These guys are way too predictable. There are going to be traps like this on every floor. They'll be set up in a way that we have to pass through them in order to climb higher. Now, I don't know how many more traps are left, but there's no reason for us to have to deal with every single one.
So you want to defeat their plan?
Even if we do clear every trap, there's no guarantee we'd be able to rescue Hiono and Rio safely. Am I right?
Yeah, you have a point. You got any specific ideas in mind?
Well, your knife would come in handy if you brought it.
Huh? My knife?
What are you kids up to now?
Here we are.
Quick, go to the electrical room and reset the circuit breakers at once.
Yes, sir.
Planning to continue ahead while you're not being watched, eh? I expected something more from the brother of Kiyotaka Narumi.
The power's been cut. It looks like Ayumu and the others are fighting back. Now's our chance. Let's hurry while the surveillance monitors are offline. I didn't realize you were hiding a knife. Good thinking, Rio.
There we go.
The thief from the 5th floor is gone. And there's no sign of the intruders on any of the other floors.
They think they're being sneaky, but they're still on the 5th floor, even though we can't see them. What are they trying to do? Turn the elevators on and go investigate the 5th floor. I'm going to find out what they're up to.
But, sir, the power is out on that floor and there's no emergency lighting. It's going to be pitch black up there. What if they're planning to ambush us in the dark?
Then wear your night vision goggles and eliminate them if they are so foolish. You are combat professionals.
Understood, sir. We're heading at 5.
able to locate the targets.
What?
We did a sweep. They're not on this floor.
Impossible. Where else could they have gone? Go to the top floor. The hostages have escaped. Handcuff them this time so it doesn't happen again. Once you take care of them, scour each and every floor until you find those intruders. Now move. Won't work. We're stuck. Come on. What was that? You okay? Here they are. They found us. Stop! Damn it. Damn you, Ayumu Norumi. How?
How were you able to get up to the top floor? The hunters were nice enough to give us a free ride on the elevator. The hunters?
What happened was, we cut the power to the lights and then climbed on top of the elevator, and then waited for them to come fix the problem.
Then right before the elevator arrived at the top floor, we stopped it by triggering the anti-shock safety system. And in that brief moment between floors, we were able to rescue you. But how could you be sure that they would use the elevator and not take the stairs?
They had elaborate traps set up on each of the floors below us. The quickest way for them to get there was with the elevator.
Wow, you guys are awesome. You two weren't so bad either. You managed to get free so quickly.
I can't take the credit. It was all Rio.
Well, you know me, always ready for the unexpected.
Heck, you two probably didn't even need our help.
Remind me, who was it that wanted to bring a few automatic rifles with us?
Jeez, cut me some slack, will ya?
You're as stupid as ever.
Oh no. Everyone, run!
What's going on?
They've stopped the electronic jamming. That means they can trigger those bombs anytime they want.
Thanks, I appreciate the warning. In return, I have a warning especially for you. You know, I wasn't fooling around with what I said the other day about you keeping your nose out of police business. Just come clean with me, Ayumu. You're hiding something about the Blade children, aren't you?
I'm not.
I see. So I'm just gonna be left in the dark about all this, huh? Now I have one more warning for you. You better hurry up or you'll be late.
Oh crap! Takoyaki. That reminds me, I haven't had breakfast.
Ayumu! Hey, Ayumu! Good morning, Mr. Grumpy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong? You look so glum.
Leave me alone.
I wasn't trying to insult you. That look is perfect. It's proof that things are peaceful right now. And that's always a good thing, isn't it?
What kind of reasoning is that?
It's simple logic. When the wrinkles on your forehead come out, it usually means you're racking your brain on a difficult problem. See, your twinkles are back again.
Canon Hilbert.
Man, is that really you, Kanone?
Hello. Pleasure to see you again, Ryoko. You've grown into quite the young lady.
Just showing up out of the blue like this is a real shock. What have you been up to all this time?
I traveled by myself for a while. I see you haven't changed a bit, Kosuke. It's good to see you still as crabby as ever.
Too funny. Guess you haven't changed either.
Anyways, it is good to see you both again.
So, Kanone, did something happen with you and the hunters?
Not at all. I came to Japan simply to relax and enjoy some takoyaki.
Takoyaki? He's no ordinary person if he came all the way to Japan just to eat takoyaki.
There's still plenty of time until I leave. Let's get together. Soon. Take care.
Kanone, have you seen Rutherford?
You know celebrities. They're always so busy.
He was the last person I expected to show up.
Well, you have to remember, he was the one who told Rutherford that a large-scale hunt was about to begin.
It looks to me like that guy is one of the Blade children as well.
Looks like it.
Nice shot, Sayoko! Your box lunches make me oh so happy! Wow, you made chocolate sushi today! Ayumu, there's no doubt that your cooking skills are special, but the menu these past few days has been spectacular.
Could you stop stealing people's lunches all the time?
Me steal? Now that's just rude. Wasn't our deal that I would let you take naps in here in exchange for boxed lunches?
Don't mind if I do.
That reminds me, Ayumu. I was thinking about what happened the other day. Does it not bother you at all that the police aren't doing a single thing about that huge explosion at the abandoned hotel where Rio and I were held hostage? I lightly poked Detective Wataya for info on the situation, but he said it was swept under the rug and deemed a non-incident. Madoka doesn't seem to agree with the decision either, but she wouldn't elaborate. Have you heard anything at home? I'm pretty certain that she's worried about you. Ever since the incident with Rio, she's probably fully aware that you're involved with the Blade children in some way. Actually, she must know because of the explosion the other day. Are you even listening to me, Ayumu? Don't tell me you fell asleep already.
That mouth of yours never stops, does it?
My stomach never stops either. Hungry, hungry, yo, no! Ow!
Could these so-called hunters have infiltrated the police department too? Is that even possible?
Hi there. Young Ayumu Narumi.
How do you know who I am?
Why, almost all of the Blade children are familiar with you. The younger brother of Kiyotaka Narumi.
What is it you want from me?
Well, I came to Japan to enjoy some takoyaki. And I hear you're an excellent cook, is that right? Sorry for being so abrupt. I look forward to your takoyaki.
Who exactly is this Kanone person?
We already told you. He's one of the Blade children, just like us.
I mean, how does he relate to you?
Kanone taught us all how to protect ourselves. Actually, he's the only person to do so.
How to protect yourselves?
In our eyes, he was an angel. An angel with black wings.
I hear you've overexerted yourself again. Are you all right now?
I'm fine.
That's good to know, because this place is no longer safe for you.
It's okay. I don't think there's a type of people who would attempt the same trick twice. And I'm sorry I got Hiono involved in this mess. I never meant for that to happen. But then little Narumi is probably the one troubling her the most. It just can't be helped. After all, he was...
Yeah. We will always be who we are.
I know that. And I understand. It's just that I have high hopes for little Narumi. I want to believe Kiyotaka when he says his brother holds the key to our fate. Because without him, I don't know if we have any hope at all.
Hold on. Yes? I see. All right, then. That was Kosuke.
What'd he say?
Kanone is here, in Japan.
So he came to assist us when he heard the hunters were getting serious. Tell me, do you really believe that his presence can help us in the long run?
Rio, the only thing you need to focus on right now is getting better.
Right.
will come to an end someday. I doubt there will be any ships to guide us to safety.
She's really late.
Did you see her?
Yeah, she was great. Talk about incredible.
Outside the window, kira 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 ki, a shooting star streaks.
Sayoko? Hi, thank you so much for your help that time.
You seem like you're doing pretty well.
I am. Thanks to you, of course.
Who's that? Sayoko was all smiles back there, huh? That's good. I'm glad she looks so happy.
Happy.
Hey, how about if you and me play tennis sometime? Yeah.
Stunning, wouldn't you say? The color of irises in full bloom. Don't you agree? I wonder, what do you suppose it means? You know, the happiness of those who believe.
Assistant Inspector! There you are! You shouldn't disappear during work like that. I had a tough time finding you. What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
No luck so far. I can't find a single bit of data on this Canon Hilbert guy, like he doesn't exist. His name sounds like it might be German, but he could be from America. Have you ever wondered how many Blade children there actually are? I mean, how many could there possibly be? Because there's Eyes and Canon, and do you suppose there could be even more groups of them in different countries?
What's the point in trying? We don't even have a way of learning a single thing about their background.
But we can't attempt to change the situation unless we're able to learn something. Or have you decided that you just don't care anymore? Yeah, nice try. You're not fooling me.
Seems you're popular wherever you go, Eyes. You look great, old friend. Have you lost some weight?
Canon.
Eyes, there's really no easy way to put this, but I've come to realize that I am unsure of the path ahead of me, as it is now split in two. Isaac, I have to know, which path will you choose? We don't have much time left to make our choices.
My mind is already made up. I will not choose the path of destruction.
I figured as much. There are so many of us after all. But surely that's not because you're foolish enough to believe what Kiyotaka said. After After all, it's inconceivable that our backward-looking friend Ayumu could possibly hold the key to our fate. Let's continue this another time.
Are you a hunter?
If you don't want to lose one of the Blade Children, then I suggest you do what I say. I have Sayoko Shiranagatani. 4 o'clock in front of the fountain in Central Park.
If it's me you're after, why don't you just come and get me?
Because you're just not as easy to take advantage of.
That was a hunter on the phone.
Yes.
If there's anything that I can do,
That won't be necessary.
I'll help you anytime you need it, Ice. You know that. All you have to do is ask.
Hey, Madoka, you're home early.
Well, it is my birthday.
I should have bought a cake. Didn't even think of it when I was at the store just now.
Ayumu. You're gonna come clean with me today and tell me everything. I've barely been able to hold myself back since Sayoko Shiranagatani's incident, but I can't stand it any longer. I'm aware of what's going on. I know you're involved with the Blade Children.
Look, I'm not involved with them because I want to be.
Why can't you just tell me what you know? Stop keeping secrets from me!
Wait, did something happen to you?
Today,
Yeah, hello.
terrible news, Ayumu!
Oh, it's you. What's up?
It's Sayoko! She's disappeared! Her chauffeur came to pick her up from school, but she never showed. We searched the whole campus and couldn't find her. I have a feeling that something bad may have happened to her. It's not like her to go missing like this. Sayoko seems so happy today. What if she got mixed up with the other Blade Children?
Stay right there. I'm on my way. I'm sorry. I have to go now.
Wait. Please tell me. That call just now, it was something about the Blade Children, wasn't it, Ayumu? Come on, say something, will you?
If I don't explain everything carefully, there's no doubt she'll act recklessly. And now that I have reason to suspect the police, I can't afford to let her get involved.
You do understand why I'm asking you this, don't you?
I'll be back. Soon.
Fine, just go.
Fancy meeting you here, Rutherford.
I haven't the time to deal with you today.
Neither do I. Sayoko Shiranagatani is missing. Where are you going in such a hurry?
That's none of your business.
You and I both know we're running after the same thing, and no, it may not be any of my business. She may be one of the Blade Children, Rutherford, but she's different from the rest of you, and you know it. What exactly am I doing?
She once said that her life today was the only life that really mattered. That regardless of what she may have hidden in her past, believing in her happiness today was the most important thing. At least that's the way I see it, even if she is one of the Blade Children or whatever anyone says. All I know is that as long as she is my salvation, my wish is to protect her even if it costs my life. And as long as she's happy with her life the way it is, then it's nobody's business but her own. If you ask me, she hasn't been cursed. She's been blessed.
That's a bomb in the box she's holding. If you can disarm it, you win. If you can't, the girl dies. It's a simple enough game, don't you think, Rutherford? Take a look in the bushes behind you. It's a present. I don't care if you and your friend work together. After all, I never said you had to come alone. But the instant you get too close to the girl, boom, game over. Good luck.
It's over if we get close to her. That's the game, right? This doesn't look good. Not only are the bomb schematics too complex to figure out, but I can't even get near her. The hunter is somewhere close.
for you to take a little walk.
You know this is none of your business, little Narumi.
I can do whatever I want to.
Watch it, kid.
Oh, sorry about that. It doesn't look like you can follow. That means there's two of us and only one of them. We can use that to our advantage.
Have you figured out the number of players? One of me and two of you. It's up to you whether the game gets more exciting or not. In fact, I'm counting on it. Give me some fun.
It sounded like he hung up before the ambulance passed by. Which means the hunter must be within 2 blocks of here. If it's just one guy, then we have a chance. The hunter didn't give you any sort of time restrictions, did he? That means the bomb won't be detonated by a timer, but by a remote control he's carrying with him. Even if we can't disarm the bomb, we can save Sayoko by getting to the hunter. We just have to keep him from using that detonator. Of course, it's up to you whether you want to go along with my plan or not.
You go and do what you want to do, and I'll go do what I have to do.
You.
How much farther are you going to make me walk?
Come on now. Don't sound so scared. Things are just about to get interesting. You'll really enjoy this. I promise.
What do you mean? What's going to happen?
What are you planning to do with my grandfather and the others?
Oh, nothing really. Your fate was sealed a long time ago. From the moment you were born, one of the disgusting Blade children.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll know soon enough. Just keep on walking. Despair is all that awaits you.
He had to have been within 2 blocks. The hunter's here somewhere. Hello?
Well, have you spotted me yet, little Narumi?
What's that sound? Where is he?
Say, I bet I can guess First, you run off and hide, then Rutherford disappears too. You expect me to panic when I lose sight of both of you and chase you down. You're planning to draw me out into the open instead of disarming the bomb. Your strategy is to catch me and prevent me from using the detonator. Well, did I guess right?
What is that sound?
I'm actually a pretty nice guy, you know. Wouldn't you agree? I've given you the bomb schematics and ingredients like this. But regardless, you won't be able to catch me.
The hunter knows Rutherford would risk his life to save Sayoko, and probably built his plan around that fact. The hunter is merely toying with Rutherford before he kills them both. But he didn't count on me being involved.
Your fate was sealed a long time ago, from the moment you were born one of the disgusting Blade children.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
I'm dying of boredom here. Do something, will ya? What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? I just started the timer. You're bored with this too? Fine, the game will end in 5 minutes.
A marionette clock. I'm sure that's what that sound was.
A marionette clock. This way.
Less than 5 minutes. I've dug my own grave.
There.
Now that he's set the timer, I can get as close to her as I want. The fact that he gave us the schematics tells me that he doesn't think I can disarm the bomb. His overconfidence will be his undoing.
The hunter chose this area for a reason. He's familiar with it. He probably hangs around the square in his free time, which would put him somewhere in his 20s. Considering his cocky attitude, there's no question he's extremely confident in himself. He's convinced that he's mentally and physically superior to us, and he has no fear of being caught. And naturally, he would have a well-prepared escape plan.
Your strategy is to catch me and prevent me from using the detonator. Well, did I guess right?
It's him.
This is a bomb. Is over.
Damn, the disarm switch.
inside the package.
Who is this?
I believe your future was inside.
The box was empty. There was nothing in it.
Yes, that is your future.
Who are you? What do you want?
The Blade Children have no future, no hope, no despair, nothing. There's nothing for the Blade Children but ruin.
I am Sayoko Shiranagatani. Even if what you say is true and a cursed fate does await me, I believe in now. I will believe in now and never look back.
There was a third party involved. I really doubt that Hunter was just playing around with us. There's no question, there was a bomb in that box. But who would have switched out those boxes? And why? Rutherford could have disarmed that bomb on his own. I guess he didn't really need my help after all.
I probably could have dealt with this by myself. So why didn't I refuse little Narumi's help?
Where have you been lately?
Oh, the chief asked me to fill in on a minor case. It's no big deal.
What kind of case?
Just some routine questioning on a missing person.
You worked a missing persons case?
Hey, I need to work, you know? The economy's bad.
Yeah, I guess.
Sometimes I just think that kind of work's beneath me. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I wonder sometimes.
Even so, it's better than no work at all.
What, you want to work missing persons?
Sure, I'll work any kind of case they assign me.
An assistant inspector for Metro Police searching for lost kids. Suppose it could happen.
The economy is bad. Look at the pretty lady stares at me like me! Let's have a couple more beers.
Okay.
Go ahead, order the best in the house if that's what you want.
Thanks, but don't we usually split the tab anyways?
Yeah, anyways, how much of your paycheck goes to spending money?
30,000 yen? Tops?
Wow, that must make it tough.
I'll have a car payment and stuff.
It's all over if you're working your whole life just to pay off loans.
Think so?
You'll never find your role in life as long as you're buried under possessions.
Food for thought.
Material things are a waste of time. They just get in the way of your true goals. Spend your life trying to buy things you can't afford, and all you have is debt.
Yoko Shiranagatani?
Yeah.
I guess the hunters are serious about trying to get rid of us now.
Well, it's not like this is news to anyone. Just don't give them any chances.
How long do you think we can keep this up?
Kosuke, wait. You're not thinking of doing anything stupid, are you?
Come on, I've never thought of anything stupid in my life.
You're right. Just 3 more weeks until I finally get out of here. I hear Rio's going to get out of the hospital in 3 weeks. And I also heard Sayoko's coming back to school tomorrow, so I just hope things will be normal around here for a while.
Unfortunately, that's completely out of our hands.
But Ayumu, you helped Eyes defeat that hunter who came after him and Sayoko the other day. Don't you think that changes things?
I didn't exactly intend to help them.
Of course, that might just be the way you see it. You ever think maybe you... Hey, Kosuke.
Yo, what's up, Yoko? Little Narumi, there's something I want to ask you.
You want the hunter's description?
Anything at all? Let's have it.
Why not ask Rutherford?
He's a little busy right now.
Sounds kind of fishy to me.
Yeah, whatever. Just tell me what I want to know.
Kosuke, why is it so important that Ayumu tells you what this guy looked like?
Don't worry about it. It's none of your business what the Blade Children do.
Truth is, I don't have to tell you anything.
What do you mean?
I'm really just sick and tired of getting wrapped up with you people.
Why do you think Kosuke was so determined to get a physical description of the hunter you saw?
Who knows? In any case, I won't be involved with the Blade Children anymore.
You did get involved and you couldn't do anything. That's what you think, isn't it? You're used to being the guy who's always got the answer right off the bat, but this time's different. It's kind of like giving up on a boy before you've even had the chance to say, I like you. Just an example, though.
What is your point?
The Blade Children have done some unforgivable things to you, and I understand why you feel the way you do. But right now, all they're looking for is redemption. And it's obvious they're all expecting something out of you. Maybe you could try and talk with them.
Just drop it.
Hi there, Rio.
Canon? I'm glad you came by.
These are for you, dear. Japanese irises are so pretty, don't you think?
The hunter that went after Sayoko was definitely familiar with this area. Everyone will be hunted down if this sort of thing keeps up. I'm not the kind of guy to just sit around and patiently wait to get killed. I need to catch this hunter and beat whatever information I can out of him. If nothing else, I can figure out their next move. They really spent some time setting up traps here. Maybe they use this place as their hideout. I didn't expect him to actually be here. Is he hiding because he failed? Perfect.
Word has it they're about to turn you loose from here.
Oh yeah, then I'll be back to fighting on the front lines.
So you intend to confront the hunters then?
I can't just sit around and let them come get me again.
If you make that choice, what do you think lies beyond when the fight is done?
Using a gun already? Man, he must be getting really desperate. He can't shoot me if I can make it outside. Not with people around. Damn, he was expecting me.
For as long as any of us can remember, we've been told that we are born a cursed fate from the moment of our birth, that we must not be allowed even to exist. And now we garner new sounds, never once betraying those dark whispers.
Oh, Canon.
How did I get myself into this? I can forget about getting any information now. I can hardly move. Now of all times. Can't really talk now.
What's for lunch today? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did something happen?
I gotta let you go, okay?
Hey, I'm not done talking to you yet. Where are you, Kosuke? Kosuke, what are you up to? Kosuke.
Ryoko, sorry. But you'll have to get your own lunch from now on.
Kosuke. We are sorry. The number you have dialed is not
Did
in service.
something happen to Kosuke?
Oh, it's you two. That's what I'm trying to figure out. He's just so damn impulsive.
Impulsive? Don't tell me something's happened with the hunters again.
I don't know. But he doesn't appear to be on campus.
Ayumu?
You don't need to worry about Kosuke. I'll keep a firm hold on his leash.
Ryoko, what's going on? This seems strange.
Who knows?
Well, do you have any idea where he might have run off to?
No, but I did hear a train in the background when I called him. He's probably at a station.
But there's gotta be over a dozen stations in the area.
Then I guess I'll have to check them all.
This isn't something you two should get involved in. This isn't your problem. You two should really just stay out of it.
Ryoko, wait!
The hotel that was blown up the other day. Behind it is a freight train depot. Try checking there.
Thanks, Ayumu.
Is she okay going by herself?
It's only a matter of time until he finds me. Talk about pathetic. This is what I get for going out on my own. Can I run? I can still move if I have to, but...
How long will we be able to keep this up? How long will our cursed fate continue?
Wait, so you're saying that...
That was a bonehead thing to say. Forget I ever said anything. Rio, I'm truly happy we got to see each other. I look forward to when you're released.
I know the burden of the curse upon us. And that someday we're going to have to face it.
The time of redemption is coming, no matter what. I've become a sinner of my own free will. Funny how I realize that only now, when my time's almost up. Damn it. I guess in the end, I try to justify my own actions just to live another day. I can still move, but running is just another excuse.
Hey, Ryoko. Have you found Kosuke yet?
Well, I didn't expect a call from you, and no, I haven't found him. But this is definitely the place.
Booby traps, huh? Ayumu, Kosuke is being chased by a hunter.
It was his choice to go it alone. He knew what he was getting into.
But they're both in serious danger. Ayumu!
Give me the phone. If you see traps, we can assume the hunter has Asasuki cornered nearby. Are there any places to hide?
Yeah.
What else do you see around you?
Fuel shed with lots of oil drums.
You said you heard a train on the other end of the phone earlier. Can you remember hearing anything else that might help?
Let me think. Now that you mention it, I heard someone running through a puddle.
That's a good start.
I'll go look for one. Not again.
What is it? Another trap?
Yeah.
Can you disarm it?
Sure. It's a simple enough setup.
Put it in your pocket after you do. You might be able to use it later.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll call if anything happens.
Guess I'll have to do this redemption thing heroically. Huh? Ryoko?
You're as stupid as ever. Let's go.
Listen, Ryoko, run.
You idiot!
Damn him!
No, wait!
What are you doing? Let go!
No, I won't.
Ryoko.
Promise me you won't kill any more. Promise me you won't, no matter what the reason is.
Are you serious?
That's what you want too, isn't it? I can tell. I came here because I don't have the heart to let you die alone.
Like I need your pity. Ryoko?
Run!
Sounds like he's still alive.
Yeah, but just barely. He's pretty beat up. I don't think I can move him far.
You said there was some sort of fuel shed with oil drums. Can the two of you make it there?
Yeah, but what for?
Just go.
Take a look at what you're standing in.
What is that?
Train fuel. Pull the trigger and we all explode. You can die right along with us.
2 against 1, pal. The tables have turned. Ryoko!
Salvation and hope. Do you honestly think we have the right to strive for such things anymore? Even Kiyotaka's words seem like a dream to me now. For some reason, I'm afraid to return to the world outside this room.
Yes, in your eyes, I would imagine the world outside this room must really seem like hell. Just don't forget, you do have friends waiting for you.
Hey, Kosuke! You made it! I'm so glad you're all right!
You're Inspector Narumi's brother-in-law, aren't you? It doesn't look good for you to be here like this. You should get on home.
Ayumu?
Narumi, Wataya.
Commissioner Kanzaka.
Here you go, Inspector. This ought to keep you awake.
Thank you.
Looks like another all-nighter for you.
This case is outside the scope of your duties. You and Wataya head back to the station and finish up the cases you've already got.
Why? Why was Ayumu there?
You know, something doesn't fit right. One of the officers at the train yard I was talking to told me that Commissioner Kanzaka was personally taking charge of the case there. Why do you suppose he'd do that?
Madoka didn't make it home last night. You'd think she would at least call to...
Good morning, Ayumu! I'm curious. Why was someone as important as the police commissioner at the train yard yesterday?
Are you ever not on the job?
I did some digging this morning and learned that the police commissioner's name is Kanzaka.
And I take it you took the liberty of doing a thorough background check on him.
As a matter of fact, I went to my usual sources to find out his name, but that's all I could get because the rest of the files were too heavily encrypted.
Oh, so there is some info even you can't get to.
I couldn't hack through it yesterday because I was too tired. So I'll get a good night's sleep, and then I'll... For now, I'm going off the info I got from Detective Wataya. Commissioner Kanzaka is apparently Madoka's direct superior. It seems that she's mad at him for being pulled from the Criminal Investigations Division. She and Wataya hang out every night after work at a local bar, and she brags about it all the time. Ayumu, has Madoka mentioned anything to you about it? Why are you chasing me? Go away! Go away! Go away! You're out of the hospital? I'm back on the front lines again, ahead of schedule. I can't just sit around anymore given the situation.
You can't be completely healed yet.
Hey, Rio! Bye!
There now. You're getting shorter every time I see you. Did you shrink a few inches while you were in the hospital?
I'll have you know that I've grown 3 whole millimeters since last year. And my chest grew too.
Okay.
So is there any way you can use your information network to dig up some background on Kanzaka?
I don't know, is this an official request?
Well, yeah. I'm kind of starting to rely on you.
In that case, I'll get right on it. You can just leave everything to me. I'll leave no stone unturned, no lead unchecked, and I'll shake all the trees to see what falls out.
I'm counting on you.
He's counting on me!
Don't worry, the preparations have been made. There are no problems. I will be taking the next step shortly. Thanks for your help.
In some social situations, there is a significant tendency to simplify symptoms. Surely there have been social economic strides that have been, for the most
This
part,
isn't working.
Yono, pay attention.
Why must she always steal my lunch?
An empty stomach makes for a slow brain. So that means it's time for me to eat my lunch and then give it another go.
She took my food and she's still eating.
Right, just you watch. I'll work extra super hard to make up for all the box lunches I've eaten. Time to dig in!
Her information network pales in comparison to the police's. She won't get a hold of Kanzaka's personal data. None of these incidents, including last night's, have gone public yet. That means someone within the police force is working with the hunters and covering everything up. It would have to be someone with a bit of authority. Someone in a high-ranking position.
Then does that mean someone on the police force is siding with the hunters?
Yeah.
So if the hunters do eliminate all of us Blade children, we can be certain that this insider will keep it all hush-hush.
Oh, that was great. Now that I've got the power of a full stomach, I can settle this mess in one fell swoop.
See you later.
Hey, Narumi! Here, I was told to make sure you got this. Later.
I know we'll be able to discover who's pulling the strings at the police department.
Sorry, but I can't. Something's come up. And it looks like we can forget about Kanzaka.
What happened? What do you mean we can forget about Kanzaka? Ayumu!
Mr. Rutherford, this message was left for you.
What do you mean, forget about Kanzaka? Are you just gonna forget about all the hard work I've done for you, too? You can't throw a girl out like trash!
You're making it sound like I'm the bad guy.
So who cares if I do? You're driving me up the wall!
Okay, fine. You can keep checking into Kanzaka if that's what'll make you happy. And tomorrow I'll make a special box lunch and bring it to school just for you.
Really?
Promise.
Yay! In that case, I'll work extra hard for you and then totally enjoy your box lunch! Later!
I was starting to think I'd never get rid of her.
Sorry, guys, but I've got some disturbing news. I just got an email from the hunters. They're calling us out. It said come to the scene of yesterday's incident at 5. That gives us 2 hours.
I'll call at 5 o'clock. I want to know your answer.
What about trying to capture the hunters and getting a line on the insider at the police department?
Then maybe we could figure out what's going on.
Yeah, the only question is how to capture them.
Meow. Howdy, blotches. Having a strategy meeting?
Canon, how'd you know we were here?
I'm psychic.
And what the hell is a blotchy supposed to be?
BLACHI, short for Blade Children. Doesn't it sound cuter that way?
Oh, well, I guess not.
It's kind of strange for you to show up like this. Did something happen?
I intended on doing some leisurely sightseeing. However, I no longer can. Nor can I continue to remain silent as I watch all of you struggle against the hunters. I'm here as a friend and as one of your fellow blade children.
You seem to be getting a little too involved. It never would have come to this had you simply remained ignorant and kept your head down in fear of your brother's shadow.
What's your point?
You have been marked as someone who needs our attention. Someone who will negatively influence the true fate of the cursed Blade Children.
Who exactly are you?
Eyes, why do you seek the light of illusion? Even if you do turn away from the darkness, the world we exist in will never change.
But our journey has not yet come to an end.
You still haven't figured out which path you're supposed to choose, because you still believe in the illusion of hope. Do you intend to continue to seek the light of illusion and continue to wander? Do you intend to leave me behind?
The Blade Children must not be allowed to exist in this world. They are cursed and should be detested. All of the Blade Children must be exterminated. We cannot afford to make any more sacrifices.
Enough with the speech. What did you call me out here for?
You've become lost, young man, and now I am forced to take you away. Your fate will be the same as theirs, depending on your reply. Withdraw from all of this. Promise never again to get involved with the Blade Children, and I will let you return home. Otherwise, I will have to remove you by force. Of course, I'd hate for you to make a choice that would sadden your sister-in-law. There's no reason for you to be involved. You do not carry the curse of the Blade Children. Although, oddly enough, it would seem the Blade Children have come to believe that you are the key to their salvation. Face it, you are nothing more than a helpless child. No matter how you try, you will never be Gyotaka no Rumi. Go home. Go back to your sister-in-law, to the world that's meant for you.
Think back, Eyes. I gave you strength. The strength to lose to no one. The strength to survive.
I haven't forgotten.
Then why? Why do you try to throw away the strength you've been given? Why do you try to run away from the fight? Why can't you understand what I've done? I've always tried to guide you. So don't leave me all alone. Listen, up until now, you guys have only been on the defensive when the hunters have drawn you out. But now it's our turn to go on the offensive.
So we pretend we're accepting their challenge, but then turn around and stick it to them.
That's the Canone we love.
Shouldn't we talk to Rutherford about this?
Oh, don't worry about him. I'll deal with Rutherford myself. All right, I'm off. See you at the train yard at 5.
Ayumu, you were at the freight depot yesterday. Why are you always at the scene of the crime? Tell me why. Why won't you answer me? Why do you act like you don't know anything when it's obvious you're somehow involved? Why do you act like you know everything and then clam up when I ask you about it? Answer me! Why am I always left in the dark? He won't tell me anything. Why? Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you say anything? What are you trying to do? How can you just stand there and not say anything?
Could you just let me handle it? I don't want you to suffer. First my brother, and now the Blade Children. I don't want to see you in any more pain. I'll take my brother's place and protect you.
What are you talking about? This is all your fault. My life's been terrible ever since you came along. You're constantly butting in on things that aren't any of your business and getting me into trouble at work. You're the one that's making me suffer. So why don't you stop getting in my way? You're gonna take your brother's place? Yeah, right, you're just a kid. Stop dreaming. You will never be Kiyotaka.
She's right. I will never be my brother.
I've already answered that question. I cannot choose the path of destruction.
That's not what I'm asking. The real question is which path will lead to destruction. The only thing you can see is the light of illusion.
Why do you insist on calling it an illusion?
You've lost sight of reality because you so earnestly seek redemption. Little Naruma can't save us, eyes. The only ones who will be able to save us will be ourselves.
Kanon, the path of which you speak is shrouded in darkness. It's an absolute darkness that no light can penetrate. I want to be able to trust in Kiyotaka's words about the happiness of those who believe.
Very well, you leave me no other choice. This is the end, Dice. I'll show you reality. Go to the underground sewage tunnel. There you will find the Blade Children's hell. They are beautiful. Allow me to buy some for you, Madoka.
Kiyotaka's words about the happiness of those who believe.
Very well, you leave me no other choice. This is the end, Alice. Go to the underground sewage tunnel. There you will find the Blade Children's hell.
So, the hunter is expecting us. Kanon guessed right. Now to see if we can pull this off or not.
What about trying to capture the hunters and getting a line on the insider at the police department?
Then maybe we could figure out what's going on.
Yeah, the only question is how to capture them.
Howdy, Blotches. Having a strategy, mate?
Kanon, how'd you know we were here?
Listen, up until now, you guys have only been on the defensive when the hunters have drawn you out. But now it's our turn to go on the offensive.
But don't the hunters know about the underground too?
Of course they do. That's why we will plan our meeting entirely above ground. Any suggestions?
Well, if it was me, I'd probably set traps above ground to catch us. That'll leave them with the underground as their emergency escape route.
So we force them down there?
Yes, we avoid the traps set above ground and drive the enemy underground.
Where Eyes and I will be waiting.
Like herding cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Ryoko, you see anything yet?
No sign of snipers. I don't even see any police officers around, despite everything that happened here.
It would seem we were right in our assumption about the hunter on the police force. Rio, how are things on your end?
I found the 12th one. They're all set in places to prevent us from escaping.
Lure us in, and then keep us here with traps. That is their style, no doubt about it.
But we're making all of the preparatory moves this time, though.
Everything's going to plan so far. Time for me to go say hello to our target.
Kosuke, don't do anything stupid. Remember, our goal here is to capture them and get information.
I know. All right, you two, move into position.
Roger.
Rutherford, Kanon, I'm counting on you to catch them. Well now, Police Commissioner Kanzaka, right?
I'm honored that you know who I am, Kosuke Asazuki.
With a hunter in the high ranks of the police, it's only natural they would do things extravagantly.
I would say we both do things extravagantly. So sorry, but you'll be the first to go.
Give it up, Gonzaga.
Nice try. There might have been mines buried there, but you can't use the same trick on us twice.
Electronic jamming.
While we were at it, we took the liberty of removing the traps you had all over the place.
It would seem I've been rather preempted.
We want information from you. That's all we're interested in here.
And if I refuse to talk?
You'll talk.
All we want to do is change the situation.
I'm afraid things will not go as easily as you wanted.
Escaped underground, just like we wanted.
Little does he know, Eyes and Canone are waiting for him.
Then let's go.
We're not home right now. Please leave your name and message after the beep. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Hello, Ayumu? I'm not calling for any specific reason. It just seems too quiet. And I can't see the sky. I guess I'm just worried about the Blade children. Ayumu, why won't you pick up the...
Now where did he disappear to?
Did he really come this way?
I'm certain of it. It's exactly like Canone's blueprints.
Are we?
My guess is a gathering pipe for all the rainwater drains into the sewers.
I don't remember Canone mentioning that.
And that bomb just now.
Rutherford and Canone would never mess up. Not like this.
Maybe it would be best for us to just consider our plan defeated. Let's just go.
That smell.
Gasoline!
Ryo, Kosuke, Ryoko, and one other person. Must be a hunter.
I don't know about this one. There's no telling if it leads back to the main tunnel.
Well, there's no way we're turning back now.
But judging by the way it's burning, we'll eventually run out of oxygen.
Let's go.
Let's see. It's the best place to lay a trap.
Where are we?
My life's been terrible ever since you came along. You're constantly butting in on things that aren't any of your business and getting me into trouble at work.
You've become lost, young man. And now I'm forced to take you away.
You're the one that's making me suffer. So why don't you stop getting in my way?
No matter how you try, you'll never be Kiyotaka Narumi.
Stop dreaming. You will never be Kiyotaka.
Great. First fire, now water.
Damn it! We need to stop the water from flowing.
Looks like it's coming in from all over. I doubt the three of us could block them all.
So then we're trapped.
don't get it. How did that bastard Kanzaka know what moves we were going to make?
And what about Eyes and Kanome?
I wonder, what would little Narumi do at a time like this? I know. Let's get ourselves out of here and catch Kanzaka before he makes us all look like chumps.
Sounds good.
A map of the switchyard and the underground blueprints. You can match the two, right?
From the sound of your voice, you seem to be in a hurry.
Yeah,
I'll call you the instant I'm done.
thanks.
Of course.
What is it, Rio?
What do you think this place was built for?
What do you mean?
I really doubt they made this place just so they could trap us. They're probably using some abandoned facility just like they used the hotel.
Big help, Rio. The water's obviously collected here for something. So what?
Isn't it possible that we might be inside another building that's not actually a part of the utility tunnel network?
Maybe it's some kind of tank for experiments, or possibly a water treatment system.
So if I were a door, I would be...
The lights are too bright to tell, but it should be on the ceiling.
We could only find a door before the room fills and the water reaches the top.
Unfortunately, we're more likely to drown before then. How long can our bodies stand this temperature anyway? Are you okay? Hold on.
Thank you.
Okay, Ayumu, I'm all set here.
That was fast.
That path beneath the switchyard leads to a factory. The parent company, a scientific research facility, went bankrupt last month, but it seems the sewers are still intact.
The sewers?
Yes, there are thick pipes protruding from the abandoned water treatment plant.
Listen, when it's time to give up,
Yoko! I won't give up yet. I'll make sure you live.
Grab on.
Is any of that going to be useful to you?
Very. Sorry to bother you so suddenly.
Oh, not at all. Ayumu, you're going, aren't you?
The sky. It looks like an ocean of stars.
You're right. Please be careful.
We owe you one. Thanks, Rutherford.
you did well to know where we were.
Yes.
Seriously, thanks a lot, Rutherford.
That was too close.
Rio!
Can you stand?
Thank you, Rutherford.
It's him.
Even if you stand up and take a step forward, there is no place in this world for you.
Even so, we will stand up and walk ahead, no matter what our fate may be.
You cursed children. Despair awaits you ahead. Only death and destruction remain on the path you have trampled.
Wait, hear us out!
If you're going to pray for sleep, then I'll be glad to listen.
Okay, enough with the high and mighty talk, Hunter! There's no escape. You're going to tell us everything we want to know about you guys.
This is the first time I have ever looked up at you blade children. Though I have looked down upon you and prayed for your eternal rest. Return to the darkness that which was born from it. That is our creed, our only duty.
Your duty? What are you, death?
You are death.
change the situation.
Don't move.
Ryoko?
Ryoko!
Stay back or I'll snap her little neck.
Let go!
Ryoko! I won't let you die.
Hold on!
Come on, don't let go!
Are you honestly attempting to save me? You have no hope of salvation. You haven't the capacity to save yourselves, much less anyone else. As you can see.
Stop! You'll fall!
My life does not matter. Even if we die and our mission fails, you will still be cursed. Canone Hilbert realized this fact.
Canone?
It can't be.
Eyes Rutherford, I take it you knew already. It was one of your fellow Blade children, Canone Hilbert, who deceived you. He was our collaborator, and he set you up.
I don't believe you.
Blade children. You are cursed children.
No.
Return to the darkness of your odious fate.
You will never be Kiyotaka. What do they think they're doing driving that fast in this weather?
Where's the harm in it? It's up to them how they use their lives. They're simply living by their own rules. What could be so wrong about that?
And you'd like to say the same for the Blade Children. You are one of the Blade Children, aren't you?
It certainly is hard to see out there. I hope the rain lets up by morning.
Can't believe I could actually sleep.
Mr. Rutherford, sir. Good morning. I brought your breakfast. Mr. Rutherford? Mr. Rutherford?
I bought her some breakfast.
You need to start answering your phone.
What do you want?
Let's go have breakfast. Look outside. The weather's really nice today. It's like all that rain yesterday even cleared up the air. Not going outside on a beautiful day like this would be a huge waste. So, let's go.
Return to the darkness of your odious fate.
Come on, Ryoko.
Here you go. The weather is nice, but I warmed it up for you anyway. Here. Don't look at it like you're so worried. Even I can make a rice ball that's not half bad. Ow! Isn't it delicious? I've never tasted anything quite like it before. Go ahead, dig in.
Sure.
Make yourself at home. I swear, the bread from that bakery is the finest in the world.
What is it you want? Why did you approach me?
Why'd you make me ride shotgun?
You know Kiyotaka, don't you? Can you talk to me about him?
Now, why would I want to do that?
How is he doing? Where has he been?
I bet you'd like to see him, wouldn't you? But think about it. If Kiyotaka is alive, why hasn't he even once tried to get in touch with you? In the end, even if he is alive, he wouldn't go looking for help from anyone. Not even from you, dear.
What's your point?
That's the type of person Kiyotaka is. And besides, I, for one, don't consider Kiyotaka Narumi to be that divine.
Why couldn't we save him? I guess there's no opposing destiny. Not for the Blade children.
Who exactly are the Blade children?
That is a tough one to answer.
It seems your existence would be inconvenienced if the world knew about you.
I suppose it's something along those lines. Or maybe it's that we mustn't exist at all. However, we have no way to determine which is the truth. Are we meant to not exist, or are we simply an inconvenience? As long as we exist, all we can do is continue living. Or should we just disappear from this world?
It doesn't sound like I'm going to get a straight answer.
It's only natural to be afraid.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Madoka, why exactly did you agree to come with me? You waste all this energy believing in him, but you can't help thinking he's abandoned you. You're so afraid about learning the truth.
Believe it or not, I have faith in Kiyotaka.
Well, no, you don't, really. You are just afraid.
No, you're wrong about that. I just want to help him.
You also want to be needed. Kiyotaka practically disappeared before your very eyes. He vanished without so much as a word. There's no need for you to act so tough.
I'm not acting tough.
I can't say that I blame you. I can't say that I blame you at all. But you should be honest with yourself. Your hope will only wear you down.
hit the spot. Now that our stomachs are full, what do you think we should do next? Is there anywhere you'd like to go?
I'll leave it up to you.
In that case, I guess something outdoorsy would be nice. It's so nice and warm out. I just feel like relaxing in the sun.
Okay.
But first, let's take a walk to settle our meal. Actually, would you be interested in having some pasta?
Sure.
Oh, that's great, because I found this absolutely adorable new Italian restaurant just a few blocks away, and I've just been dying to give it a try. But, as you know, it's just not the same when you go by yourself. Thank you for saying you'll come with me. Oh. Hey! Hey, Ayumu, wait!
Ryoko?
Stop worrying about me.
Where are you?
You don't need to worry about me.
You at home? Ryoko? Ryoko?
I knew it. I knew it from the very start.
Don't talk like that. I'll figure out.
We're up against fate. There's nothing we can do.
But I'll at least make sure that you're...
It's pointless. After all, I'm one of the Blade children, too.
I want to help, which is why I'll try to...
What am I waiting for? How is waiting gonna wear me down?
When I watch the flow of water, my mind grows calm. Do you know why, Madoka? Because we were born from the ocean. All life began there. All of it. Yet we are unable to return to it. If we're to live in a world of nothing but suffering, then perhaps we should cease to exist.
Why would you say something like that?
Death is natural providence. It is not something to be feared. It's just... It's just that it's painful being alone.
Talk to me. It might be a help.
I want to see the end of destiny.
Then it's not too late.
No, it truly is. Thanks to Kiyotaka and that brother of his.
I guess you're not going to say anything, are you? Okay, Ayumu, what happened last night?
Nothing.
Liar! I know something happened. What was it?
It was nothing. It's just
It's just what?
Just that it's all ended.
Ended? Are you there? It's about Eyes. He hasn't come back yet. He went somewhere. Help me.
For some reason, Kiyotaka thinks very highly of young Ayumu. He says he's the key to the Blade Children's salvation. But poor Ayumu has gotten too involved.
So then, you're really after Ayumu, not me.
Hello? Please say something. I really need you.
I can't.
Why'd you do that?
Don't worry about me anymore. You'll just be wasting your time.
Ayumu, why'd you do that? You could hear she was crying. Ayumu!
Leave me alone.
But why? Tell me. This isn't like you, Ayumu.
Yes, it is. I'll always be like this. Not a single thing has ever brought me satisfaction.
Ayumu?
I'm done with all of it.
The Ayumu Narumi I know appears to have run off to hide somewhere. So then, I guess I'll just wait till he comes back. If you happen to bump into Ayumu somewhere, tell him to believe in himself. Bye now, see you later.
Giving a suffering person false hope is a sin. It's unforgivable. The reason being that fate is unalterable. Everything is predetermined from the beginning. Just as everyone must face their own death. Perhaps it was fate that even predetermined that Kiyotaka would abandon you. Have a nice trip.
Open this door! Why are you planning on doing to Ayumu? I know you can hear me! Open it!
begin. Ayuma Marumi.
I'll always be like this. Not a single thing has ever brought me satisfaction. Don't worry about me anymore. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Don't worry about me.
It's you. Nice to meet you, Ayuma.
Madoka. Madoka. Yeah.
I have your precious Madoka. What do you say we get started?
Tell me what you've done with her.
Oh, you'll find out soon enough. This train will take you to her.
Seems I have no choice.
Obey your destiny and get on the train, Ayuma, just like you've done so far.
What's he planning? There definitely has to be some sort of trick. Where is he sending me? This is so typical. Here I am, completely helpless, so I just let myself be carried along the tracks.
Hello? How's it feel taking a trip all by yourself to an unknown destination?
Stop playing. Tell me what the deal is.
You seem rather annoyed. Shall I guess what it is you're thinking? Let me see, it's probably something like, it's everyone else's fault that things happen to me, right? You simply get caught up in it all like an innocent bystander, despite wanting no part of it. That's how you justify blaming fate on others.
So what?
You don't realize your very existence is unpleasant.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Your attitude as well. You're so immersed in this conversation, you haven't even noticed the bomb I planted on the train. You may be their hope, but your actions bring danger to those around you.
A bomb. Where would he put a bomb?
Cuddly bunny.
It was sure nice of that man to give you that, right, sweetie? What do you think you're doing?
Here?
What is that? A rice ball?
Damn it.
So, now that you've had a chance to look, have you finally found little old barrel?
Yeah, thanks to you.
It's too early to breathe easy just yet. The device is simple. All you have to do is enter the password and the bomb will disarm. But if you can't enter it in time, then it will explode once you arrive at the next station. Oh yes, train windows don't open, so don't even bother trying to throw it outside.
What is wrong with you? Do you somehow get your kicks by trying to kill innocent people?
Oh, that's rich. Of course not. You would never let that happen now, would you? Just like Rio and the others, I will give you a chance at victory in accordance with the rules set forth by your brother Kiyotaka. So now, the only question is, will the rainbow gates of heaven be where you and Madoka reunite? You have one chance. Mess up and you will explode.
What is wrong with you? You planted a bomb on a public train with dozens of people? You're insane!
If Kiyotaka was right about him, then Ayumu should have no trouble overcoming a danger of this size.
If Kiyotaka was right.
Well, whatever. feel sorry for troubling you with this, Madoka, but unfortunately this is the only way to make Ayumu serious.
And just what are you expecting from him?
I'm not expecting anything. I'm simply nipping an undeveloped bud of hope.
Hello? Ayumu, is that you?
Can I ask a favor of you?
Yeah? Of course you can, silly. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I've never once said no to any of your requests.
Sorry for being so sudden, but I need to know how long it takes to get from Asahi Wharf to Seaside Park Station on the commuter train.
Just a second. Let me check. 4 minutes. Though it would take less than that if you're already on the way to Seaside Park Station right now. Did something bad happen?
Can't talk about it now. I'll explain the whole thing later.
Understood. I'll be anxiously awaiting your call.
Thanks, Hiono. I owe you one.
Ayumu!
Yeah, what is it?
If there's anything at all I can do to help.
In that case, sing a song for me.
Huh? A song?
Yeah, that weird one.
What's so weird about it? Good luck, Ayumu.
My time limit is 3 minutes. Think. What could the password be?
So now the only question is, will the Rainbow Gates of Heaven be where you and Madoka reunite?
Errol. Rainbow.
Ayumu must be racking his brain over that password right about now.
Rainbow colors. Errol.
And knowing how he is, he will soon realize the password is not a color.
It's not a color. Then what is it? Arrow.
Do you know what an arrow is, Madoka?
Arrow. The flower?
What you may not know is arrows and rainbow gates share a commonality.
A commonality?
That's it.
The Greek goddess of rainbows?
Iris.
The arrow iris and the rainbow goddess iris. Both of them are written I-R-I-S.
Now riding at Seaside Park Station. Exit from the right side. Please check if you have left any personal items.
It's time.
Looks like you've cleared it, Ayumu. Although stopping something that simple doesn't win you any special prizes.
Tell me where Madoka is.
Get off the train, Ayumu. Now look around. Can you see her? The boat's about to leave.
Inertia is all that's moving us. Another iris. What do you want now?
Feel like playing a game, Ayumu?
Do I even have the choice? State your business.
There you go, Ayumu. That's the spirit. There's a small device on the boat you just boarded. It's a bit fancier than the previous one.
Another bomb?
Jump into the ocean before it explodes and you'll live.
But I won't make it to see Madoka, will I?
Oh, that's right. But if you can find a way to make it past the trap, then the boat will lead you directly to her.
Tell you what, as proof that the boat won't simply take you straight to a fiery hell, I'll give you one chance to survive. Now listen. There is something besides you out there that has life. That is your hint.
Birds?
Oh, we only have about 2 minutes left. Take too long, it's the end.
Stop at this instant! What's the point in going through with this silly game? Do you even have a goal in mind?
A point? A goal? I don't need you telling me how to do things. I'll tell you something interesting, though. Something you've been wanting to know about. Kiyotaka has a place where his favorite irises are in bloom. Well, are you happy now? After all, your goal has always been Kiyotaka. Even now, when Ayumu is on the brink of his own death. The truth is, you can only see yourself. Your head is filled with more things about yourself than anyone else. Go ahead, Madoka. Tell me I'm wrong.
Birds. And this iris. Birds and irises. What now?
Ayumu?
Oh, it's you.
Sorry, I called because I was worried about you.
It's okay. I'm busy right now.
Let me help you then.
Birds.
Birds?
And irises. Have you ever heard of an iris bird?
Wait, isn't that another name for a cuckoo?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about cuckoos. Born in the nests of other birds, they will kick the other hatchlings out so that only they survive. From their birth, they are destined for death and destruction. The cuckoo bears a cursed fate and chirps in sorrow.
What's that have to do with anything?
What kind of sound does a cuckoo make again? Don't they sort of hum?
Cuckoos hum? Humming. That's it. That's the clue.
Ayumu?
The melody of logic always plays the notes of truth.
Oh, Ayumu!
Of all the things found on a boat, what hums when it's turned on?
The engine. Come on, hum. I've cleared the bomb for now. But
Another bit of trivia. On the verge of death, the cuckoo will fly about wildly, just before bringing an end to its own life.
You're still planning something, aren't you?
the engine's been rigged, but now I should be able to get to Madoka. It's gonna crash. Well, it's either sink or swim.
Welcome, Ayum. Your beloved sister-in-law is in the warehouse before you.
What kind of factory is this?
Oh, Ayumu, up here.
Tell me where Madoka is.
She's safe, in a room back there behind you. So tell me, Ayumu, will you be the princess's knight in shining armor?
Static electricity.
This is a fireworks factory. Even the slightest spark will prove deadly. Of course, the most frightening fireworks are the ones they keep on the ground there.
What now? Wait, if this is a fireworks factory, then there should be a ground wire somewhere. This is insane. He's barely giving me any room to dodge. Those were less than a centimeter away. If he keeps throwing those knives at me, my static electricity will eventually cause an explosion. What do I do? That's it. My synthetic fibers. Oh, crap.
You should know better, Ayumu. Static electricity is not so easily dispersed from a human body, jacket or no jacket.
Yeah, thanks. In other words, that could cause a huge explosion even without your help. I've been manipulated. This factory has become a minefield.
I assume you've realized, as long as you're down there, you must fear even the tiniest of sparks that will no doubt occur when these knives touch you.
But the static electricity is just a ploy. The real trap is...
Ah, so it seems you've noticed. Yes, if you don't save her, your beloved Madoka will be launched together with a load of fireworks to become a star in the night sky. It would be a beautiful sight. Of course, it's up to you if you want to just run away. Courageous, aren't we?
Kiyotaka. Sorry, Ayumu. I'm useless to you both.
So what will it be, Ayumu? This little gizmo here is the detonator for a bomb that I planted on that forklift. I guess what I'm trying to say is I can drive you both to your death with one hand tied behind my back.
But doing that would put you in as much danger as us.
Oh, you needn't worry about me. If you had a brain in that fool head of yours, you would start thinking about how to save yourselves instead.
Looks like you've got me pinned.
As always, you are...
He'll do whatever it takes to beat me, no matter the consequences. He really does want me dead.
No matter what happens, I just know you'll be able to overcome it. Believe in yourself.
The illusion of hope does nothing but confuse people. Wouldn't you agree? Or do you believe in hope?
To be honest, I'm at my rope's end. If conceding to you can save me, then I won't hesitate to kneel down and dirty my forehead.
Well, in that case...
You said before that I have 3 courses of action that I can take. It seems fair on the surface, but in actuality, I've only been given 1. If you insist on going along with my brother's rule, then the only thing awaiting the loser should be death. In other words, conceding to you won't save my life. It'll be the end of it.
Is that your conclusion?
Yep. Either way, I have no choice but to kneel before you in shame. As such, I have one final request.
A request?
That's right.
All right, go ahead. Out with it.
I want you to let Madoka go. It would be too much to have her die because of me.
Why, certainly, I have no qualms with sparing her. However, your flimsy lie about kneeling down before me is nothing short of pathetic. So you can drop the act, Ayumu. There's a single spot within everyone where light resides. Do you know where? It's the eyes. The light of resistance still resides in your eyes, Ayumu. It refutes your words and insists that no, you will not die today. Tell me I'm wrong.
You know, for someone who considers himself so damn superior, you sure don't act like it.
Your keen ability to throw my thinking off balance at a time like this impresses me. But there's no point in planning anything, Ayumu. It would be a waste of time since it's painfully obvious that I have the upper hand.
Then why do you hesitate? Your scathing words hold so much conviction, and you've been standing over me with such dominating posture, so why do you fret over a petty little light of hope?
It's very small, but deep inside me, there is still hesitation about if it's really okay to lose you. Is that what you want me to say? Unfortunately, that's just not the case, Ayumu.
I'm aware of that. I'm also aware that your aim is to completely deny the meaning of my existence, which basically means you don't have a single expectation of me or my abilities. But you do have fear. Am I wrong here? It may not be much, but you fear this minuscule light. Isn't that right, Kanu?
Know what else impresses me? Your ability to firmly believe in yourself just before you die.
I've never had a single expectation of myself. Not once in my entire life have I ever felt the meaning of my own existence. I wouldn't even be needed. If my brother were here, I'd be nothing more than an observer. But even so, I absolutely refuse to give up on myself that easily. Even if I don't know whether or not I'll live, I have no choice but to try.
You wish to believe in yourself, is that it? Then go ahead and try. Believe in your foolish self. There is not a single element here to bring you victory, nor is there an escape from this huge pile of explosives. If you try to run away, the static electricity will undoubtedly trigger the explosion. After I press this button, you will have 3 minutes until you realize just how powerless you really are. You are truly pitiable. You have my word, I will take Madoka to a safe place. Farewell, little crony. Disappear. Disappear with your false hope.
Ayumu.
How could... Your little friend.
So you fought a bomb with a bomb. How creative.
Thanks to this bomb that you so kindly left for me, I was able to deflect the blast for a brief instant. And thanks to that short delay, I was able to escape unharmed. Though you might have called it the shoddy light of hope, it seemed to work just fine. I'll be leaving now.
You can find her at the bridge nearby. You are a frightening young man, do you know that? Despite having the look of a loser, you continue to believe in possibility. I never even once considered that you would hold on to that thing.
If you never give up, then possibilities will always be around you. Happiness of those who believe. That is what the iris truly signifies.
Resourcefulness and belief in oneself. But don't you think there's something that can shatter those things in an instant? Ah, yes. Nothing beats extreme violence.
When was it that we started down different paths?
You were the one who chose the path of recklessness, Eyes.
That may be true, but there is still hope.
Hope for what?
Kanan, should we continue to live in the darkness of despair? As long as we exist in this world, all we can do is have faith. Faith that the meaning of our existence lies within.
Our fate is not that simple, Eyes. Kiyotaka's happiness of those who believe does not exist in our world.
Stop it. How long are you guys going to quote my brother? Because that's all I ever hear. I've had enough of this. I can only do what I can. And that's all.
That's all? That's all it took to triumph over me?
Sis?
I should be the one asking you that. Look at you. You're all covered in ash.
Madoka, I can't do anything.
Don't say that, Ayuma. I'm so sorry.
It's almost afternoon.
Yoga.
Why don't you get yourself washed up? Breakfast is almost ready. Don't just stare at it. You better eat up before it gets cold.
Yeah, right.
There's still a little bit more soup left. Want it?
Sure. It just doesn't seem right.
Huh? What doesn't?
I just can't believe that you're making me breakfast.
That is so rude. I'll have you know I can make a simple meal like anyone else.
That's not what I mean. I guess maybe I don't know, happy.
Aw, how cute of you to say that. Now you go ahead and just keep eating. Wait a minute, actually. You're gonna be late.
Why didn't you say so sooner? See you later.
Bye. Have a good day. Ayumu! Good morning.
Morning. What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for your help yesterday. The truth is...
That's okay. The only thing that matters to me is that I was useful to you.
Yeah, so, you really did help me out a lot.
Didn't I, though?
And your rice ball, too.
My rice ball?
Ryoko! Yo.
Hey, Kosuke.
Yeah?
What do you think is going to happen to all of us in the future?
What do you mean?
We carry a burden that's too heavy to do anything about. So what do we do now?
Run. Don't ever stop. Run as much as you can. And I'll be there watching. Run, Ryoko.
Kosuke, that's stupid even for you.
Ow!
Hey, Rio. Want a ride?
Ryoko! Kosuke! Guess what? He came back! Eyes came back! Looks like all the Blade children are back in school today.
Looks that way.
Well, hey, it's about time for class. What do you say we hit the books?
I'll be sleeping on the roof.
Ayumu. See you after school.
Yeah.
What time?
I'm sorry, Assistant Inspector. Tonight's not a good night. I'm swamped with papers to go through, and look how thin my precious little Wally has become. Oh, how will I ever make it through till payday?
What are you talking about?
Huh? What's with you, Assistant Inspector?
What do you mean?
You're made up all fancy-like for once. Did something happen?
Well, sort of. I'm thinking of taking a vacation.
A vacation in a busy time like this? So you going to a hot spring?
Probably, something like that. Cover for me while I'm gone, will you?
Okay. Man, a hot spring sure sounds great.
It's nice and warm out. Spring has sprung.
That it has.
I feel I'm finally beginning to understand the meaning behind Kiyotaka Narumi's words.
Even if our paths differ, the world we live in is but one.
Fate can never be changed.
You so sure?
fate? What is fate?
乾いた喉の